What's going on, you guys? Your boy Alex Ramos, and I'm here to talk about and compare the 2015 United States champions to the 2025 United States champions. I see a lot of people going around, specifically Eddie Hearn on Arrow Hawani's podcast. Everybody talking about and talking smack on the UFC, talking about pay-per-view numbers are falling, that the fighters just aren't, you just can't attach to them, bro. I'm a UFC fan, and I absolutely love what's going on right now. It feels like the UFC has taken more of an outside the United States take. They're going to Mexico. They're getting a lot more Latin, more Russian, more over-the-pond type fighters to be your champions. And I know it's a little tough for United States people to really fall in love with it. This is why. Because, guys, there's only one United States champion right now in the UFC, and that's Jon Jones. And he barely even fights. I mean, you guys, in 2015, I want to compare to you guys what was going on in the UFC compared to right now. I don't think this is just a champion. Yeah, sure, the champions could be more exciting, this and that. I think the UFC needs to set up the biggest fights first and most. I think there's not a problem at all. The problem is there's huge fights in the business, but we need to make them happen now. You got guys like Eddie Hearn going around talking the most smack, and it's pissing me off as a UFC and boxing lover because, bro, we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be comparing things like this, but at the end of the day, people are doing that. And I'm trying to assess it on what I think, you guys. And what I think, man, it could be we have a problem with the United States champions right now. It seems like USA MMA has fallen off a cliff, you guys, since 2015. Why? Like I said, we have one USA champion right now. That's Jon Jones, who barely even fights. And when you look at the champions who were champions in 2015, I'm going to break it down to you guys, and we're going to look at this together and assess it. And at the end, you tell me what you guys think, my friends. So, guys, in 2015, man, look at this list right here. Champions. You got Robbie Lawler, Chris Weidman, Jon Jones, Cain Velasquez, Demetrius Johnson, TJ Dillashaw, and your one guy who's not an American, but who is a champion who's absolutely great, Jose Aldo and Anthony Pettis, my friends. I mean, look at that. Literally, 7 of those guys are all United States guys. And, dude, all of these guys, Jon Jones in 2015, my friends, we're going to break this down right now. Let's get into it. All right, you guys. So here we go. As you guys know who Jon Jones is, he's the greatest of all time. This man has never lost in the UFC unless you consider that DQ a loss. But hey, he's never lost, bro. On the streets, you wouldn't consider that a loss, my friends. That's an absolute win. Now, guys, let's take a look at his rise up to 2015 and what was going on with Jon Jones during this time to explain how crazy this was for the USA. Again, he was the youngest guy to ever become a champion as he fought Mauricio Rua and KO'd him around 3. Bro, I mean, this was the beginning of something absolutely great. His next fight, he fought against Quentin Jackson. I mean, look at this division. Rampage Jackson versus Jon Jones is absolutely huge in the United States, right? Then you got him going up against Lyoto Machida, and everybody remembers that guillotine where he put him out to sleep and Machida hit the floor. Bro, it's absolutely stunner stuff from Jon Jones in the USA realm, you guys. Then you got him fighting Rashad Evans. Come on. Then Victor Balfour beating him. Chael Sonnen. And then his close-up matchup in his career, other than the Dominic Reyes fight, Alexander Gustafsson, who happened to be from the United States too. I mean, you guys, in 2014, Glover Teixeira, and then in 2015, where we're comparing to 2025 is where he had his first fight with DC. I mean, come on. I mean, Jon Jones in the DC era was arguably one of the most exciting eras in UFC history, man, along with Conor McGregor. And Conor McGregor was along in this era, which we're going to get into in a little bit, my friends. But, I mean, come on. That was featherweight Conor McGregor in his prime. I mean, bro. Anyways, he is not United States, but I want to explain just, to 2015, bro. Look at this. Daniel Cormier, then he beats Oven St. Preux 2015. 16. Dan Henderson, 2016. Bro, Jon Jones in that little round of 2015 was just absolutely amazing, my friends. Then we're going to go on to the next champion. You had TJ Dillashaw, him in 2014, where he became champion against Renan Barao. Absolutely huge, right? Huge for the United States, you guys. TJ Dillashaw coming in, then he beats Joe Soto, another American. Then he fights Renan Barao, beats the Brazilian again. Bro, huge stuff, right, for the USA 2015. Then you go into 2016 where he loses to Dominic Cruz. But dude, look at this division. Dominic Cruz in his prime? I mean, come on, bro. You want to look at Dominic Cruz in 2016. He beats what? He beats TJ Dillashaw and he fights Uriah Faber, the San Diego kid. I mean, dude, all these guys. He loses to Cody Garbrandt. And Cody in his prime? Bro, 2015 was season 22 of The Ultimate Fighter when you had Conor McGregor going up against Uriah Faber and you had Cody in there and all that beef was going on. I'm telling you, man, it was probably one of the best years of UFC history, man. I mean, if you guys really want to break it down, man, Henry Cejudo was in that division at the time. And dude, Demetrius Johnson, Uriah, come on, bro. Joseph Benavidez, bro. All these guys from the United States. And you guys remember Demetrius Johnson and what he was able to do as he was one of the champions in 2015. We're going to break him down now, my friends. Bro, in 2015, Demetrius Johnson beating what? Kyle Horiguchi? You guys remember him, the guy who fights over there. What's it called, man? What's it called? Where Kai Asakura came from? Oh, what's it called? It's that Japanese kickboxing organization, you guys. Hey, we're speaking right here out of the go, my friends. He beats John Dodson. You guys remember John Dodson? He put up absolute wars against Demetrius Johnson. Arguably, you could say he won that fight. Bro, another United States fighter. Am I correct? Am I not correct? Henry Cejudo, American, and he beats Tim Elliott in 2016. Ray Port, bro. Having him beat Joseph Benavidez, John Marega, John Dodson, Joseph Benavidez to win the championship, bro. The run that Demetrius Johnson went on for the United States during that time, I'm telling you, man, was absolutely amazing. And all these guys are Americans. Let's keep on breaking down how many champs the United States was doing in 2015. Here we go. And you got Cain Velasquez, another American United States champion in 2015, my friends. A NCAA Division I All-American wrestler, Pac-10, two-time champion. Bro, this guy was absolutely amazing. Let's break down his record and what was going on with him that Cain Velasquez was on. When he beats Brock Lesnar in 2010 for the heavyweight championship of the world, like I said, where he becomes the first Mexican-American, it's absolutely amazing. But again, he is the United States champion, you guys. He speaks fluent English, everything. This was huge at the time. All these champions at once becoming champion, right? He fights Junior Dos Santos, loses it, ends up coming back and beating him in tremendous, amazing form 2 times, you guys. And then in 2015, he finally loses to Fabricio Werdum. But hey, you guys, that was already, I feel like that was the end of Cain Velasquez as he was going through injuries and stuff like that. But Fabricio Werdum, his very next fight, if you guys aren't aware, in 2016, he fought against Stipe Miocic. And you guys know after that, another United States champion in 2016, Stipe Miocic went on a run, you guys, as arguably one of the greatest heavyweights United States champions ever. Again, I don't think so. I think Cain Velasquez in his prime beats him. But, bro, let's carry on, man. So many United States champion at the time. It's just huge, huge stuff. If you remember Jose Aldo, man, around 2012 to 2015, and even before that, the man was absolutely indestructible. 17 wins in a row before his one loss in 2005, before anything was even going on with him. You guys, he was absolutely amazing what he was able to do. He goes in there and beats guys like Chad Mendes, Korean Zombie in his prime, Frankie Edgar in his prime, Kenny Florian, Uriah Faber, Cub Swanson. The list goes on and on. Bro, it is ridiculous, you guys. How many names that I just named right there that are all from the United States that were all top-level fighters in their prime, you guys. But, of course, in 2015, he loses to Conor McGregor, which arguably was one of the, in 2015 and all the way to 2020, was one of the greatest, bro. Conor McGregor was one of the greatest runs that the UFC ever had. And him joining the UFC was absolutely amazing, my friends. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the United States champions, you guys. Now let's break down another one. And you can't forget about Chris Weidman and what he was able to do in his run being a United States champion, my friends, being the first guy ever to knock out Anderson Silva. I mean, bro, I remember this was huge. UFC was huge at the time because my family, my Theo, my uncles were having barbecues at the time. They were having parties literally for these fights. I remember when Chris Weidman knocked out Anderson Silva. It was one of the most shocking things ever. USA champion, blew your mind to be somebody from the USA watching the UFC, you guys. Hey, oh my God, dude, what he was able to do, and he went in there, beat Lyoto Machida, Victor Belfort. Now, guys, I know in 2015 he lost to who? Luke Rockhold, another American. Now, guys, Chris Weidman, man, dude, if you guys look at these 2015 champions in 2025, it's absolutely insane. Now, we got another one that I want to break down, and that's Anthony Pettis, my friend. Now, when you talk about Anthony Pettis, you guys, I don't even want to talk about what he's done in the UFC. It's absolutely amazing, you guys. Hey, don't. I know he got losses on his records, but hey, the guy is a pioneer in the UFC, my friends. I mean, take a look at what he was doing in 2012, 2013, 2011. It doesn't even. The 2010, he was fighting guys like Benson Henderson, another United States guys, beating Jeremy Stevens, Joe Lazeon, Darnold Cerrone, Benson Henderson in 2013, Gilbert Melendez in 2014. Bro, I mean, come on, dude. Fighting guys like Eddie Alvarez, Edson Barboza, Max Holloway, Jim Miller, all these names that I just named you in this division, you guys, is absolutely amazing. I mean, bro, I don't know. I don't even know. It just trips me out to think like how many exciting USA champions there were back in the days. If you want to go break it down even farther and you go into Chuck Liddell and Quentin Rampage in his prime. I mean, you guys, in 2025, you only got one champion, my friends, and it's John Jones. The rest of everybody, I mean, guys, let's look at the UFC rankings. I think United States' best hope to a champion right now is either between, we got John Jones already. It's either between Joaquin Buckley, Sean Brady, or Bo Nickel, man. I mean, and all these divisions are absolutely stacked, dude. You look at, let's start with the heavyweight division and see where the United States fighters lie. You got John Jones, you got Tom Aspinall, number one, okay, not from the U.S. Sorrel Gain, not from the U.S. Alexander Volkov, not from the U.S. Sergey, not from the U.S. Curtis from the U.S., number 5, who's not that exciting, my friends. He's a wrestler. Nobody gets behind him. Nobody absolutely gets excited when he fights. Jolton Almeida after that. Sergey Spivak, Marcin Sabora. Then it goes to Derek Lewis, which we love Derek Lewis, bro. It's exciting when he fights. Every single time he's on a card, it's exciting, but he's been on a losing streak, bro. It's not the same anymore. He's ranked number 9. And then after that, there's no more, bro. Waldo Cortez Acosta, Shamil Gaziev, Mick Parkin, Towson Tessera, and Kennedy. I mean, come on, bro. Let's go down. Let's go down and break down the light heavyweight division now. You got Magomed Russian as your champion. Alex Pereira, Brazilian. Jerry, not even from the U.S. Carlos Oberg, over the pond. Jamal Hill, okay, your United States champion, who's a dud. He's a dud. I mean, dude, this guy's on a losing streak. It doesn't look like he's going to become USA champion anytime soon, my friends. Then you keep going down. John Blachowicz, Alexander Rakic, Khalil Roundtree. Okay, I like Khalil Roundtree. He's exciting, but again, not anytime soon going to be a USA champion. Dominic Reyes, nope. Then it goes Russian again. Volkan, Nikite, Johnny Walker, Azamat, Bogdan, Zhang Rizing, Alonzo Menefield is number 15. I mean, come on, you guys. Let's keep going through the rankings. Middleweight, you got Nasruddin Imavov, Sean Strickland, number 2. But honestly, who sees him as becoming the USA champion? And honestly, who was getting behind him? Like, was he selling absolute crazy numbers like anybody like that we would actually expect to? No, bro, not at all. Then it goes to Russian again, Kazma, African, Israel. Then it goes to Australian, Robert, Cal Braulio, Brazil, Jared Cannonier. Okay, USA, another fighter. Absolutely love it. But again, he's ranked number 7, not going to win the USA championship anytime soon. We all know that. Then you go to the welterweight division where I believe we got a good shot. You got Sean Brady as number 1, but there's so many killers. You got Belal Muhammad, your champion. I think Sean could beat him, but again, that's a close fight. Belal training in Russia with Khabib, man, And who knows what's going to go on with him? You know, he's going to be fighting against JDM, and they're saying after that he might be going against Islam. I don't know. Ian Gary wants to fight him, bro. Bonker stuff that's going on right now. But again, look at the division. Sean Brady, #1. Then you go to Shavkat, Leon, Kamaru Usman. Okay, United States, #4. But again, he's old already. His knees are messed up. JDM, okay. Ian Machado, go Brazilian. None of these guys are American. Joaquin Buckley, one of our other great chances, you guys, I think, of becoming a champion. Michael Page, look at, I mean, nobody else from the USA except Stephen Thompson and Geoff Neal, and Kobe Covington, who obviously are not going to become UFC champions. Then you go to the lightweight division with Islam Makhachev as your champion. And look at this, man. I mean, the top 3 people, Armin Tsuki, not from the U.S., Charles, not from the U.S., Justin from the U.S. I think arguably this is one of the best division in the UFC, you guys. There's a whole bunch of USA fighters in there. Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje. I mean, these 3 guys alone, anytime they fight, it's an absolutely bonkers fight. You know, you got International Fight Week coming with Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier, the 3rd fight. I mean, bro, but again, there is a lot of other exciting fighters in that division that aren't American. Patty the Batty. You got Dan Hooker. I mean, the top 3 people that I named, you guys. Then you go to the featherweight division, and it starts getting really, really tight right here, my friends. I mean, absolutely tight, because you got Max Holloway as #1, okay, but you got Volkanovski as the champion. And honestly, do you think he's going to be, you know, fighting for that bout anytime soon? I don't think so, you guys. He's not fighting that division no more, man. He's fighting in the lightweight division, you guys, and he's trying to take on these big dogs. So again, take him off the list. Then you go Diego Lopez, not from USA. Aaliyah, not from USA. Mozart Evloev, definitely not from USA. Yair Rodriguez, Mexican. Arnold Allen, not from the USA. Okay, Brian Ortega, #7. Okay, he is a USA, but again, nobody's getting behind Brian Ortega. Nobody cares when he fights. I mean, at the end of the day, I love UFC, and I love when he fights. But if you actually break it down, Brian Ortega is not relevant right now. You know what I mean? What I want to see is Aljamain Sterling move himself up, and maybe get something behind him. But again, nobody likes Aljo. Nobody likes my boy. So, hey, then you go to the bantamweight division, my friends. And okay, I think we got a chance right here as you got Sugar Sean taking on Marab on the rematch. But again, is he even going to win? Look at my music video, man. I mean, he couldn't stop the takedowns. I said it right there. Guys, you got #2 ranked Peter Yan Russian, Umar Russian, Corey Sangay, and okay, he's United States, but nobody's really getting behind him. Sugar Sean is probably one of the biggest stars in the UFC who is a USA. But again, bro, there's an absolute problem here. Go to the flyweight division, and it's dry. You got Brandon Royval, #1. Nobody even knows who this guy is unless you actually watch the UFC. I love Brandon Royval, man. He's cool. But Brandon Moreno, #2, is my favorite fight. One of my favorite fighters in the UFC. First Mexican-born champion ever in UFC history. But he's not USA. Amir Apazi, nope. Kai Kara France, not. Like, we got the card with the autograph, not USA. Tatsuro Taira, definitely not USA. Manil Cobb. Alex Perez, ranked #7, from a town 15 minutes where I'm from. I'm telling you guys right now, he doesn't even deserve to be in the top 15. Let me know in the comments. I think Kyle Sakura, ranked #15, Joshua Van, #14, can beat Alex Perez, you guys. Man, I mean, it's so dry, you guys. You heard it right there, man. This might not be the actual problem with the UFC right now, as there's a bunch of things going on. I believe we just need to fix the biggest fights and make them happen and shut everybody up already. Eddie Hearn and everybody, you guys. But again, it's up to Dana White. I don't know what's going on right now with him. I'm excited for the fights that are coming up, you guys. But again, USA absolutely is going downhill, my friends, and we need to pick it up. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Shout out to everybody who watched the whole clip. Subscribe to the channel, my boys, and I'm out.